Hello and welcome to Can You Make That Lemon Sink? Today we are going to be answering the question, Can I make the lemon sink? What you are seeing now was a time lapse of the first time I tried this experiment. I wanted to test it to make sure that I knew how I could film it. I think it is always good for the teacher to practice the experiment before the class comes to see if it will work and how they can best teach it to the class. Now what you are seeing is me putting the full lemon in the bowl of water, and you can see that it did not sink, it floated. So I cut it up in half, and that part did not um float, or it floated, it did not sink. So I cut the lemon up into fourths, and that also did not sink. So this is me cutting the fourth into halves. So it's now like an eighth of a lemon, a little wedge, and that also did not sink. Now, what did sink was when you chop the skin or the inside off of the lemon, off the skin, like I'm showing you now, and you put the skin into the water bowl, then that's when it sinks. You can see that the skin is what is repelling from going down into the bowl, and the skin is sinking. What does this is the air pockets in the skin that keeps it um from floating, or keeps it from sinking. I also realized that you have to cut out the core. If there's like a white part of the lemon that acts as skin too, it has all those air pockets that keep it from floating, or keep it floating. So you need to cut that off as well. I'm showing you what you need to cut off and see how it sinks. This was a more in-depth way of showing you how you cut it. So we're cutting off that little middle piece. I'll call that the core of the lemon. So you're just scraping that off. And then you are cutting the inside of the lemon off from the skin. Moving my trusty dusty tripod, which is two water bottles stacked up on each other. We're dropping that lemon in and watching it float down all the way down to the bottom. Why does the lemon float? This is answered by density. Density plays a part in why some things float and some things sink. Objects that are more dense than water sink, and those that are less dense float. The inside of the lemon is denser than the skin, which has thick porous it's thick and porous, so it allows air bubbles to be in the lemon, the whole lemon, and that's why it floats instead of sinks. So since the inside of the lemon does not have the air bubbles, it is less dense. So that is why that sinks. Our next question is, what grade level would this activity be? I would say this activity is great for any grade level, but for students to really understand the importance of density and why this activity works, I would say probably older grades, maybe 4th through 6th grade. It's still really fun, and they kind of will have fun with the water and making the lemon sink and seeing how they can make the lemon sink. So they still need to be young enough, but I think to really take in the lesson, they would have to be an older elementary school grade. I would say this activity is a great physical science activity. This concludes Can You Make the Lemon Sink? This was a really fun activity, and I am very glad I got to try this out, and I will definitely keep this in mind in my classroom in the next couple years. And I would like to see if you guys think that you can make the lemon sink.